Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer with Surreal, Nightlife.com. And I'm standing here today, guys, in front of Daylight. Okay, you can see in the background here, there's a big sign, Daylight. It is closed right now. It is the winter months, and it's only open during the season, usually March till October. But they do have a really good Latin party here on Saturday nights called Neon Vibra. And the reason I wanted to shoot here to bring this up is because I'm doing a video right now on the best Latin places to go in Las Vegas. So if you're looking for a Latin party, I get asked the question a lot, what's good, what's Latin here in Las Vegas? And the reason I picked Daylight here at night, because they're going to be doing it big here next year. Their Latin night is called Neon Vibra, and expect it to be probably the #1 place to go on Saturday nights for a really good Latin party. Okay, so they're going to play that kind of music if that's what you're into. The tables typically sell out every weekend. They have fairly low minimums, anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to $1,500. I have a link below. They can check the minimums. We do have packages and whatnot if you want to do dinner, limos, men's shows, strip clubs, etc. For Daylight at night. So let's talk about #2 on the Latin clubs in Las Vegas, and that's going to be Omnia on Sundays. Okay, they have a really good party called Deseo Latin Sunday Party. So if you want to check out a really good Latin night on a Sunday night here in Las Vegas, that's going to be probably Omnia, probably the #1 spot on Sunday nights. It's packed. They usually do it on the Terrace in the summer months in the Heart of Omnia, which is a hip hop club in the winter months, but they do play all Latin music on Sunday nights. And it's a packed house. Table minimums are reasonable, $1,000 on up, and we could definitely set you up over there. #3 on my list for Latin clubs, let's talk about the Azilo pool party, which is at night. Okay, it's going to be the Azilo Ultra Lounge, but then it opens up into the pool, and they do a Latin party there on Fridays and Saturdays. Okay, that was the promoter that used to be over at McFadden's, a Latin guy, nice guy. I've met with him several times. And they do a pretty good Latin party in the Azilo Ultra Lounge, and then that opens up into the pool. They're doing anywhere from 800 to 1,000 people every Friday and Saturday. So that's a really good Latin party if you want to check it out. That's at the Sahara Hotel. And I actually did a Latin party with one of my buddies in Chicago. We called it the event called Sorry Poppy. It was an all-female Latin party. We did it over there at the Azilo pool last summer, and we'll be doing it again this year. So that was pretty cool. But that's definitely something you guys want to check out if you want an upscale Latin party in a club here in Las Vegas. The Sahara is definitely real nice. They did a really nice job with that build out. So let's talk about #4 on my list, and that's going to be Senor Frogs. Okay, at the Treasure Island, they have a kind of an open bar thing going on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's all Latin music. They do play a little bit of hip hop as well, but they do have an open bar for like 5 hours, so it is a really good price. It's a little bit cheaper during the week, and then on the weekends it's a little bit more expensive. They do have like a female price, male price, so we're going to be rolling out all the new pricing for that. So click on the link below. That's going to be coming up here pretty much every weekend. They got that going on even through the winter months, but it is a popular destination for a Latin type of crowd. All right, and then there's a new place that's opened up, and it's called El Inferno. If you guys know anything about Vegas, there's an old club back in the day. It was a strip club after hours place called Seamless. It's over there by the Orleans Hotel, and they're now operated by the guys that own Hustler, Deja Vu, and Little Darlings, and they're going to be opening that up called El Inferno, which is going to be a Latin cabaret strip club. Okay, so that's going to be kind of like one of your options to go on like Fridays and Saturdays here, and potentially worth checking out. I'm going to actually go over there for the first time tonight. It just opened, okay, so I don't know that much about it, but it's definitely going to be a Latin, cabaret type place, clubs turning into kind of a strip club after hours type of thing. And I believe they have a 24-hour cabaret license, so they can have girls topless there and whatnot. So definitely worth checking out. Another place to consider is going to be Drais after hours on Thursdays only. Now Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, Drais after hours is open as well, but it's hip hop. And then they play a little bit of Latin on the one side, but it's not really a Latin party. Thursdays, they kind of focus in on the Latin party on the main room, and it's mostly, there's a little bit of hip hop, but it's mostly Latin on Thursday nights. So if you're into Latin, you're in town on Thursday, it's probably where you want to go. Drais after hours for the Latin party Thursday nights. And then my final Latin party that I want to talk about is the Embassy Nightclub. Okay, it's going to be more of a locals Latin party, just off the strip. It used to be in a strip club called Jaguars back in the day, I think it was. And then they turned it into a place called House After Hours. That failed. And Embassy's been going strong for like 7 years now. They were really doing well Fridays and Saturdays, especially during COVID, because they kind of had lax restrictions over there because they're not in a casino. And then they kind of lost a little bit of momentum because it closed for like several months when someone supposedly bought the building, and then the building ended up not getting sold. People lost their escrow or whatever, and then the guys that still had an Embassy Nightclub and stuff in there, they're back to running it again. Okay, now they reopened on Fridays and Saturdays, kind of did kind of crappy on Fridays. So now they're just open Saturdays. But I would imagine next season they're probably going to come out and do the Friday Saturday combo for Latin. And on Fridays they do Latin in the side room and hip hop in the main room. On Saturdays they flip flop it and do the Latin in the main room and then the hip hop in the side room. Okay, so that's going to be a fairly inexpensively priced. We have guest list options over there as well as bottle service packages and whatnot for Embassy Nightclubs. So those are kind of like the top Latin places. Some of the clubs like a Chateau and maybe like On the Record and even Jewel. Those kind of places play what's called open format. So you can find some Latin music at those type of places, but it's going to be a mix of hip hop, top 40, EDM, and Latin, and all those places. Even like a Foundation Room and some of the rooftop places like a Ghost Bar. You're going to hear a little bit of Latin music, but it's not going to be like a Latin night. Okay, so those are the main Latin parties. I do have packages, like I said. I'm going to put my cell phone above, 773-459-8133. If you have any questions about these Latin parties or you want to check out some of our packages, we have packages that include limos, dinners, men's shows, strip clubs for the guys, men's shows for the ladies. We do a ton of bachelor and bachelorette parties, so we have tons of different packages. We can kind of mix and match anything and make your night amazing, and include a Latin party in your mix here if that's what you're into. We also do daytime stuff. There's not really any Latin pool parties right now that I know of. That they may come out with something. They may turn Elia Beach into that or a Chaos or something, but I don't know. As of right now, I don't have any Latin pool parties. But we do like drag brunches and we do shooting and Top Golf and that kind of stuff. So if you want to do some fun stuff during the day, like pole dancing for the ladies, and then you want to come out and do like a dinner and stuff in Latin night at one of these venues, we can definitely set that all up. So I'm Brian Pfeiffer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my video about the Latin clubs in Las Vegas. Make sure you like this video if you like the content, and subscribe to this channel for more, and make sure you bang that notifications bell so you get notified about my next video. I'm going to sign out here from Daylight at Night, even though it's not open, but Daylight at Night, the Neon Vibra Party, and we'll talk to you later. I'm Brian Pfeiffer from Las Vegas. Bye.